Good morning, everybody. It's Friday the 29th of December 2023 and it's a bit after 6 o'clock in the morning and I'm on my morning run. Being it's almost the end of 2023, it's a good time to say thank you to all of you who have watched this channel or watched any of these videos, whether you're a subscriber or just someone who's come across one of them on the way browsing on YouTube. Thank you for watching and taking an interest, even if it's only a passing interest. I hope that 2024 is going to be a good year for you and that some of the goals that you've set for yourself, whether they're running goals or personal goals in some other part of your life, you're able to achieve. I have a route in mind and I'm not going to film it all, just snippets. Here I am on the levee with the Tamar River over on my right, heading towards the seaport. On the pedestrian bridge over the North Esk River, it's on my left. Obviously it flows under the bridge. The bridge doesn't have a name, it's just called just the pedestrian bridge. And in front of me apartments and restaurants and cafes. This section here is called Home Port. This is the Tamar again on the right, and the flood levee wall there on the left. Over in the distance you can see the West Tamar highway overpass, and they're coming up to Royal Park shortly. This is Royal Park, home to the New Year's Eve celebrations, beer fest, fireworks and usual sorts of things. I've come out of Royal Park and the path I'm on now is called the Esplanade. This section between the Charles Street Bridge and the Invermay Road, Tamar Road bridge that you might be able to see in the background is called Inveresk. In between the North Esk and the outflow of the South Esk River. These masts here were a community project a few years ago that survived all the floods. I've crossed Tamar Street, Invermay Road. This is still the Esplanade Trail, as it's called. And just ahead you can see the pedestrian bridge over the North Esk that connects the student accommodation on the left there with university buildings that are still under construction on the right. I'm going to take a punt on being able to use the pedestrian bridge, which had been closed off, or part of it, for construction work. And I hope I'm right in saying the section I want to go on is now open. Guess I'll find out in a moment. Yes, it is open. I'm crossing back over the North Esk on what I call the plastic bridge. The deck here is made of strips of plastic that are made from recycled shopping bags and so forth. The bridge itself is made of steel and concrete. The deck is plastic. Take a right hand turn at the end here, then go along the cycleway and pedestrian walkway around the back of the university. Here I'm back on the North Esk levee, heading in a northeasterly direction. Just up ahead, a couple of 100 metres, is the starting point for the Launceston Park Run. They all gather here for the pre-run briefing and they move up to this starting point. Park runs in Tasmania, by the way, start at the civilised hour of 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning. This here is the marker for the park run. Taking the slip road off the levee into the car park here. I'm just going to run around the car park to add a bit of distance. Not very interesting, so not going to film any more of it, to let you know where I am. I've completed the run around the car park. This is Churchill Park Drive. I call that because behind me, heading further east, is Churchill Park, which is a large complex with sporting fields, dog park, BMX park, recreational facilities, and lots of walking and running trails. It's where a major part of the Launceston Park Run is completed. I'm just coming to the intersection of what is now Foster Street and Invermay Road. This area is Invermay, car yards and businesses with some residential as well. Be quiet this hour of the morning. People haven't quite woken up ready for work yet. I'm coming up to what is the intersection of Godrich Street, which becomes the East Tamar Highway, and Foster Street. Normally quite a busy intersection, but because of the hour of the morning, still quiet, which is good. Easier to get across. Not so easier other times of the day. This area is still, as far as I know, Invermay. I'm on Murphy Street now. A little bit of residential here, mainly light industrial. Very quiet at the moment. Sure that these places are closed down for Christmas, or workday hasn't yet started. In the background there you can see Trevellyn and Riverside on the western shore of the Tamar, coming off Murphy Street onto the levees that run along the Tamar. Directly ahead is an area that's called Port Dalrymple, Port Leslie, I beg your pardon, that did used to be a working port that isn't any longer. This factory here, Lactalis, used to be called Parmalat. It's an Italian company, but if you have seen Tamar Valley yogurt in your supermarket, that's where it's made. Just come off the first section of the levee and up this short rise here onto the next section. Light industrial around here mostly. Coming off the next section of the levee onto up a short rise to the third section. You see those purple scooters all over town here. They work with an app on your phone, as all these things do. $1 to unlock them and $1 a minute, I think. That's the Tamar again on the right hand side, and lots of people appear to be camping here, caravans and trailers and so on. Some of the things look to be in pretty shabby condition. I'm sure they're roadworthy, so the people down here are trying to avoid camping fees. I don't think so. I think in many cases they're homeless people. This is our section of the levee, and right up in there in the background you'll be able to see the Silo Hotel where I started, and Riverbend Park. This is where I came in. You'll see me started running, going past this hotel in the opposite direction. This is Riverbend Park, a giant recreational area with adventure playground, basketball courts, and stuff like that, barbecues, picnic shelters. I'm just going to do a lap of the car park here to hopefully make it up to the 8 kilometre mark. thank you for watching. 8.16 kilometres in 49:30. I hope you can see that. Check the time in the zone.